Stop believing in yourself and embrace your inner nitwit. You know that thing that you don't feel confident about? Well, what if you're just not that good at it? And what if that's okay? Andrew Kane here with a perspective on confidence that's not often mentioned, and that's humility and self-acceptance. As adults, we get really used to being good at things. So the education system and our careers encourage us to do more and more of the things that we're good at and avoid the things we're not good at. And it's very easy for your self-esteem to start getting hooked into always knowing what to do all the time. And that can make it difficult to relax around something that you're not good at, particularly if it's something that you care about. There's a kind of emotional flinching protection mechanism that protects you from the vulnerability of trying to do something new, which is where you're given the advice to fake it till you make it and just believe in yourself, to address the emotions around that, which can sometimes help, but it can come with problems too. First, it can take your focus away from the time actually practicing the skill that you want to get good at. It can encourage you to take steps that are too big, so then that gets quite stressful and difficult. And the big one, it can create what's called a shadow or taboo around not being good at something. As if not being good is something to feel embarrassed about or ashamed of, and that can be a real problem. Look at it this way. Confidence actually has two parts. There's skills, being good at something, and then there's emotions, like how you feel about that. So sometimes you might be great at doing something but still feel anxious. So then you need to address the emotions. But what I often hear is people saying they don't feel very confident doing something when they don't actually have much experience in it or practice of it. And the thing is that when you're starting something new, it's normal not to be good at it. Of course you're not going to be good at it. You're not supposed to be good at it yet. You're just starting. So the thing here is to relax and to practice the humility of being okay with not being good at it. Getting good takes time. It's a skill. That's all it is. It doesn't define you as a person. It's just something you can practice and get better at. And the more you can relax about where you are, the easier it will be to start and practice and get better. So a few tips. Number one, embrace your inner nitwit. Allow yourself to mess up, get things wrong, fall over, practice, get better. Number two, enjoy being a beginner. Be proud of it. Many adults are so fixed on knowing what to do all the time that they're not even able to do that. You can be proud of having the courage to step into that uncertainty of learning. And number three, be open about being a beginner. Discomfort and embarrassment and shame, they all live in the shadows, so you can bring them into the open. I don't know if you remember that film, Crocodile Dundee. The lovable Australian tough guy, Mick Dundee, is with the glamorous New York journalist, and she is asking him if there are any therapists in the village in the outback where he comes from. And he says, nah, he says, back there, if you have a problem, you just go to the bar and tell Wal, and then Wal tells everybody else, and then there's no more problem. Now, you don't have to tell everyone, but you can at least begin to acknowledge for yourself where there are things that you're not good at. You can try this. Think of something that you're not good at now. It could be doing maths or performing or using a computer program or managing your moods. And if you're happy to leave that as it is, then this is a question of self-acceptance. So I'm not very good at singing, and I can probably get a bit better, but I'll never be amazing. So do this. Take a relaxed open posture, turn your palms out like that, and say, I'm not very good at whatever it is, and that's okay. So for me, I'm not very good at singing, and that's okay. And if it's something you'd like to learn, then it's a question of the humility of being a learner. So you just add in yet. I'm not very good at yet, and that's okay. So for me, I've been learning Lindy Hop dancing, and I'm not very good at it. Obviously, I'm just a beginner. I'm not supposed to be good at it. And getting stressed and embarrassed and tied up about that is not going to help. What's going to help is relaxing about not knowing and being a beginner. So for me, it would be, I'm not very good at Lindy Hop dancing yet, and that's okay. Practice being open about it with others. The world will really not end. And if you fancy a quick bit of Crocodile Dundee therapy now, you can type in the comments something that you're not good at and you're happy to leave as it is. Or if it's something you're trying to learn, then you can add in a yet. So I'm not very good at yet, and that's okay. And add in a smiley at the end to remind yourself to smile. And if there's something you'd like help with in this area or other kind of related areas, then you can check out my website or get in touch with me directly at hello@andrewkane.co.uk. And if you're learning something new and you don't feel confident around it, remember, you're not supposed to be good at it yet. It's okay. Just relax into being a beginner and enjoy the process of learning. And the funny thing is that doing these videos is quite a new thing for me, and I actually shot this video 2 days ago when I had more hair, but I messed up the lighting, so I had like a weird Scooby-Doo shadow on the wall. So this is all part of my learning process too.